So I've had to start again basically because I could not. Why is that white patch on it? Ah, sorry about that. Yeah, so basically we're just going to rent this out. So we've just done the kitchen, which is very basic Wicks-esque with some new lino. Did that dresser actually, which I'm extraordinarily proud of. I'm going to leave that there because there's not a ton load of storage in this kitchen. This is the dining room. It's like a glorified garage at the moment because we're packing up and bought some new bits and bobs for the house because we haven't spent anything on this house other than doing it up for the last 2 years really. So in here we had some new electrics fitted. I'll show you my extremely dodgy plastering, although that bit's a bit better. I don't know why I went horribly wrong there. Just gone over all of the woodware door frames and stuff in like a dark brown. This floor's been down for ages. This is the living room. This just had a coat of paint essentially, haven't really done much to this. But what I did want to talk about is I'm going to show you just underneath this bay. So down here was always a place where we had damp. So obviously in my old house, 1900s, damp's a huge issue, and literally no matter what you do, it's very difficult to get rid of it. Now I'm showing you the skirting behind the television for a reason, and that is because normally I would have patches of damp coming up here every year since I've been here, which is 23 years. And in that corner there. Now, that corner actually isn't damp. It's where I've tried to clean it off and painted over it several times. There would be bits of damp down here. This would be wet. But what I did this year was I used something called Dry Zone. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And we did a DPC ourselves. Actually, this is the company because I've just bought some damp and mould stuff. Yeah, Dry Zone. So it's the same company, but it's their DPC, which we bought on Amazon. And me and my husband did together. So this is the back garden. So you can see, and we haven't made a great job of it because it's just going to be a rental house. So I'm really not too bothered. And that's lime mortar that was left over from when I did the pointing. So we DPC'd it with Dry Zone all the way along here, all the way down. You can see the damp bit, damp bricks at the bottom. You can see that it's pretty wet, but above here, nice and dry. So we did all the way along there. Also patched up this dreadful terraline, I believe it's called. We dry zoned all the way down here, so all the way in this little outhouse part, all into that corner down there, all the way out here, and the shed, can't see it, but we did. Made the husband do all the way along the shedding in there as well, and I repointed all in there too. I repointed all under here too because I have terrible trouble with the damp in the kitchen as well. I did a little bit of repointing out here. Oh God, look at that, it's awful. That was when we first started doing the house, a shocking attempt at covering up the window that we blocked up. Unfortunately, it was right at the beginning of the project, so I had no experience of what I was doing then. I'd probably do a much better job now. Anyway, this is the scaffolding. I'm going to upload the video. I don't think I videoed much of me doing the pointing, in all honesty. But I'll describe to you what I did. So I decided because it was an old house, I was going to use lime mortar. That's why the match isn't great. It's quite difficult to judge which colour to use. But the mortar up the top when it was raked out was so soft. It was literally just, it came up really easily. This second tier was a lot harder. And where I haven't pointed it is because the mortar didn't want to come out. And on the videos that I watched, it suggested that you don't rake out what won't come out, and it was rock solid in those other bits. So it looks a bit patchy. probably if I really loved the house and I was going to carry on living here, it would bother me, but it's not because I'm going. However, this was part of my grander plan to manage some of the damp on this rear extension, which was built, I believe my neighbour said probably in the 40s. So it's just double skin brick. There's no anything, no insulation in it or anything. So I just got the rim done. I can't afford, unfortunately, to have my roof done. Probably needs doing. Gonna definitely need doing the next 5 years. So I thought I will do some pointing, which I'm glad I did. And we just had that corner ridge done, and some repairs on the roof generally around the edge. Brand new gutter in all the way down there as well. Because this, I'll show you in another video, is the corner of the that is very damp. I mean, every corner of this house is damp where it meets the outside, but this back one's the worst. So I've tried to do kind of as limited budgets, so a bit of remedial work. I think having a new roof would make a massive difference, but at this point we just don't have the finance for that. So yeah, so that's my point in, and that's the DPC. I can't recommend that DPC enough. I think, I can't remember, you get about 50 rods. I think we spent about 300 quid, but it's quite a long house. It was just over £300 I think we spent on the rods. Like I say, did it as, well, Marcus did the drilling and put them in, and I covered it up with a little bit of mortar. And I can absolutely tell you that the damp, the rising damp from the bottom has stopped. Still got problems on the corners of my house, but that problem's stopped. So that's been super positive. I'm going to stop the video now, and then I'll go and show you upstairs what I've done in terms of the mould on the wall. Oh, that's a pretty little shot, isn't it? There's our Mother's Day flowers just coming to the end of their little life. Yeah, and then I'll talk to you a bit more about the damp upstairs. Bye.